Japan, Part 165. Government workers worried about the declining tax base try first to guarantee their own security and income levels. Lack of competitiveness and increasing protectionism affect American self-confidence, contributing to internal divisiveness and discouragement about many of our difficult domestic problems. The impact of all these trends would be serious enough if they were anticipated and dealt with in an orderly fashion. However, Congress, suddenly confronted with the shortage of funds, slashes aids and military assistance to the countries that have grown to depend on it. National and state administrators impulsively cut budgets when confronted with tax shortage and or taxpayers' revolts. In declining industry decisions based on the legal criteria like bankruptcy, dumping, and antitrust lead to abrupt closing of plots, allowing insufficient time for planning, the relocation of workers by the time legal procedures in a dumping case are completed. For example, it may be too late for the injured party to regain competitive position. When such stringencies create a sense of emergency, political pressures force trade negotiators to visit Japan to demand immediate action in dealing with trade imbalances that in fact require long-term solutions. Foreign nations like American workers, certainly confronted with the decision affecting their lives, are becoming understandably annoyed and less willing to cooperate with America at a time when our declining hegemony requires greater international cooperation. It is tempting for Americans, having achieved affluence, to feel they no longer need to worry about the economic competitiveness and should run their attention to the problems connected with the quality of life. Yet in area of international economic interdependency, it is not possible to ignore a nation's international competitive position. As England discovered a while ago, America's problems at national level are rather like those of a family that purchases a new home to relax and enjoy life, only to find that it is unable to make the mortgage payment and to afford the repairs needed to keep the house in order, as prices rise faster than income. If all countries had governments that devoted little attention to international competition, many of America's problems would be less severe. But other countries have developed a system to achieve superior performance, and America cannot effectively respond to the challenges with the old system. No matter how much we devalue dollar, and no matter how many protectionist barriers we erect, a new basic model. Any country's practices are deeply rooted in its traditions and cannot easily be transplanted, as all developing nations, including Japan, have found in bringing Western patterns to their countries. Even if America borrows fewer ideas and institutions from Japan than Japan borrowed from us, it is unlikely that the process can be controlled easily by planning, and it may well require many years to define problems, discuss approaches, prepare people to undertake appropriate studies, carry out research, and evaluate conclusions. This is every reason to believe that despite our best efforts at sorting, sifting, and choosing new practices, will turn out to require more adjustment than originally anticipated. Given these caveats, if America wanted or why to profit from individual lessons in various spheres, but to develop an integrated program for profiting from Japan's experience, what would be its most critical features? The following features should certainly be included.